Hello everyone, welcome back to another Crack and Yap. Today I have hopefully an exciting episode for everyone because I am coming off the back of Turtles pre-release. So I am recording this the day, I guess technically it's the weekend of Turtles pre-release. I went on Friday, it's now Sunday. So I figured I could talk a little bit about Turtles pre-release, and very thematically, I'm going to be opening Edge of Eternities. Yeah, so let's talk about that. But before we get into it, let's just start cracking open some EOE. I love me some EOE, and finally got my hands on some EOE product. It's been a while. But yeah, I am talking about Turtles while cracking EOE. Why is that? Let me first open this by saying that I am not a Turtles fan. In terms of, I never really grew up with the Turtles like TV show or any like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles media. So I think my personal view, it's important to state that early because I think it kind of will explain a little bit of my bias. So I'll start by saying I am not a big Turtles fan. With that said, I went into the Turtles pre-release with a pretty open mind. Originally, I wasn't planning on even going because, like I said, I don't really care too much about the Turtle set. But after some convincing by my friends, I decided to show up and play it out. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. I felt that the set mechanics were all very, very good. The actual gameplay was a lot of fun. Building the deck was great. It's everything that I kind of would expect from a pre-release. So overall, it was actually a lot of fun. Playing the matches that I did, it was a lot of fun. If you follow me on social media, which you totally should because I post there occasionally, you'll see that, I went 2-1. Like I said, set mechanics are really fun. I'm not a super big fan of having the Turtles IP in Magic, but I can't deny the fact that, look, the gameplay designers, when designing the actual set, did a very, very good job. And I'm happy to say that because I think at the end of the day, to me, that is what's most important, is making sure that the set is a lot of fun to play, especially in that limited format. Okay. With that out of the way, where do I sit on Turtles now? I think the fact that I'm opening up Edge of Eternities during what should have been the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set kind of speaks a lot about how I feel overall about Turtles, which is, look, I'm not really interested. I think they did a lot of really good stuff, but it just is not my thing. And I think that's okay. I think it's very okay for a bunch of people to have their own set of sets that they like, right? I really loved Final Fantasy. And if a bunch of people felt the same way about Final Fantasy that they did about, the TMNT set, I would be like, well, I still love Final Fantasy because I like Final Fantasy, I love the characters, I play the games, etc., etc. And so I don't want to downgrade Turtles to this set of whateverness just because it is a weird IP within the form of Magic. However, I personally am not a fan. I think there are a bunch of people out there, and I've read, stories online and stuff like that of people being very, very excited about having Turtles in the set. And I think for those people that are enjoying it, I am so happy for them. Let them enjoy it. Let them buy, the product that they want to buy. If they want to spend money on the collector boosters to get, some of the cool special turtle art stuff, I am all for it. If people want pizza lands, give them the anchovy, mushroom, avocado pizza, whatever. But I know for myself, outside of pre-release, which, again, I did go to and spent money on. I just am not super interested in spending any more money on the turtle stuff. Pre-release is probably the only sealed product I'll ever buy from Turtles. I might get some singles here and there if they ever come up. That Sneak Demonic Tutor looks kind of fun, but outside of that, I just don't have any interest. So, for me, this is just kind of the downtime between Lorwyn until we get to my most excited set of the year, Strixhaven. So yeah, that's kind of where I land on Turtles. Like I said, you know, I'll reiterate that if people enjoy it, then that is, I love it. I love it when people enjoy stuff, especially when it comes to Magic. The more people that are interested in Magic and pick up and play the game, if they're coming, regardless of how they're coming from, I think it's good for people to be interested in coming and playing Magic because of, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Avatar or whatever other universes beyond is out there. But this specific set for me is just kind of a almost pretending it doesn't even exist. I will probably feel the same way for the Marvel Superheroes one. Ooh, nice, Might for Harmonizer. That's a nice card. I don't know about any other sets, but Star Trek is probably also going to be the same. I'm kind of interested in Hobbit, but, you know, again, it is a nothing burger to me. I wish I had stronger opinions, but I think the apathy that I have towards this set is a pretty strong indicator of how I feel. Like I said, I did think that the actual set mechanics and limited gameplay were so much fun, so I'm really, really surprised. Not necessarily surprised, but I'm glad that they at least made a fun, limited environment. And I think the fact that the limited environment was a lot of fun, felt rewarding, right? Like, I got there and I was able to play, and I had a lot of fun with Sneak, had a lot of fun with, as you can see, well, actually, let me put a pause here. I played an Is It artifact deck. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of really cool combos, so, in my opinion, that's kind of like the most important part to me about the set was the fact that at least the gameplay, the fact that I went there and was able to play a game, and it was interesting, was a lot of fun. Oh, nice. Very nice Beyond the Quiet. Probably my favorite art, actually, in all of Magic, this Beyond the Quiet, so that's very, very cool. Okay, here we go. This is the last pack. Here we go. I know a little bit of a shorter Kraken Yap that kind of bled into a ramble rousing on my thoughts on Turtles. But overall, like I said, there's not a lot to say. I think having apathy, I don't have a strong hate for it. I don't have a strong love for it. I barely have any feelings towards it. To me, I am happy to pretend that this set doesn't exist and just move on and get into the hype train for the next Strixhaven set. So that is my official ruling on it. There's a Terra Symbiosis and nothing else. So there you go. A whole lot of nothing today, actually, very unfortunately. I think the Thruming Pool is quite nice. 2 Beyond the Quiets, which are fun to put in Commander decks as just a good board wipe exile card. Infinite Guidelight Station is kind of cool. I guess I got the red mythic land. Might Form Harmonizer might be going up in price with Landfall coming back in standards. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. That is today's Kraken Yap. I know it's a little short, but thank you for sitting and listening to me talk about TMNT while opening Edge of Eternities. Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the YouTube things, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.